Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT, and tonight it's round 5 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Legends Cup, a fixed setup series featuring the Ford 34 Coupe on road courses. We're heading to Florida for the Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course A layout. This flowing infield-based circuit combines the speed of the oval with the technical challenge of the infield turns, demanding precision and consistency from every driver. Our session tonight, the drivers will take on 10 minutes of practice, 10 minutes of qualifying, and a 40-minute race. A restricted 75% fuel cap is in place with fixed fuel built into the setup to enforce a pit stop. Strategy will again play a major role in tonight's race. After 4 rounds, Ricky Bunt holds the top spot in the championship, maintaining his strong and consistent form. Dan Bartas maintains second place, while Ryan Carlson continues to keep third in the standings. To wrap up round 4, it was Sebastian Van Del who took an excellent win. Joining him on the podium were Ricky Bunt in P2 and Ryan Carlson in P3 after another competitive outing in the Legends Cup. Homestead Miami Road Course A layout offers a unique mix of high-speed oval banking and tight infield corners. The long sweeping turns on the banking rewards momentum, while the infield demands precision braking and corner exits. Drivers will need to balance aggression and tyre management with the forced pit stop, so expect some position changes to play out both on track and in pit lane. And it's time for practice as we prepare for a contested run in round 5 in the Legends Cup. To track side we go. If you're joining us for the stream, jump in the chat, say hello. And if you're new to the channel, sure to hit the follow button. We appreciate the growing support. Couple getting times in already for the practice. Ryan Bunt in 37.7. Hamish Curtis out half a second away from Bunt's time. Overshoot there for Carlson. Enjoying a good amount of speed coming out of the bank. Transition onto the bank there, a little unsettling for Van Del. Some tight pace there, almost matching Bunt's time from Van Del. I think a few hundredths off the time. We didn't get to cover last round. It was a very tight finish between Bunt and Van Del. It's looking to be another very tight round tonight. And practice just wrapping up, ready to go into qualifying. Nicholas Martin's first to get out onto the track. One of the more longer tracks the drivers have come across so far in the series. And we've got Ricky Hyde joining us. Good to see back out on track. Bunt in a good spot for some slipstream here for a first timed lap if there's some good pace ahead. Oh, wall contact. This will be first timed laps now. Bunt sandwiched in between Martin and Curtis. Could be a good little pack here for some times being set. Hyde looking to join in and get a little bit of tow as well. And Carlson in the pits. Carlson's released. And two here trying to not interfere with each other's lap times. On board to the cockpit view. Around with Ryan Bunt. I'm actually not all familiar with the track. I've not been able to get out and have a drive on this one. Looks like it'd be a good fun one actually. So quite envious here in my post-surgery recovery state not being able to jump in the sim. Too much. Almost through the lap now. You can definitely see that transition there onto the banking section to come onto pit straight. The last lap for Bunt was a 39.6. The first time lapped out there was a 36.1. And we have Nicholas Martin holding pole position, a 35.962. We have 9 drivers in for qualifying at the moment, 3 not getting a time. Ryan Carlson, Sebastian Varndell and Ricky Hyde. Varndell comes through with a time, picking pole. Just over a 10th difference. That was a spun around Ricky Hyde. McCauley does well to avoid. McCauley gets on the board. So it's a 38.94. Sebastian Varndell on for a good lap here. Proving that time, 35.36. And Curtis comes through with an improved time as well. Moves up into P2. And half a second off from pole. Oh, Curb puts the car in a spin. Just avoided Curtis. Martin should be able to keep going. It wouldn't be worth bringing the car back with only a minute 10 left on the clock. That'd be qualifying done and dusted. At least here, coming up to half a lap. There'll be a chance to get one more lap in. Our series leader dropping back to P4. The practice times were closely matched with Varndell. They'll be able to push out that series lead. Hunt's going to be needing to try and get every position he can in the qualifying. There's points available for the championship here. Simmons coming back out on track. Won't be able to get a qualifying time in. Hyde and Carlson still yet to get a time on the board. This will be last chance to get a time here. 3/4 of a way through a lap here for Carlson. Carlson did mention he is only just downloading the track after having purchased it just before the race, so he is currently learning the track at the same time. Carlson's wrapped up a lap, gets a time on the board into P5. Hyde have the same luck. That's all drivers getting a time on. Hyde tucks in behind Carlson into P6. And once qualifying is finished. You see a stack here with Simmons. There's qualifying done. Kicks us over early. Let's bring up those qualifying results. The grid shown on screen for round 5 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Legends Cup at Homestead Miami Speedway. And Sebastian Vardell takes pole position. And the rest of the grid is then Hamish Curtis, Nicholas Martin, Brian Bunt, Ryan Carlson, Ricky Hyde, John Wade, Stephanie Piccoli, and David Simmons. The car's fairly spaced on the grid at Homestead. Get shot here. Lights ready to go green.
Green, green, green.
There's a pretty good launch there from Curtis. A little puff of smoke from the tyres. And they've pulled away pretty quick here too. Good clean getaway for the field. Carlson's made some big movement from the start. A couple corners in, already fighting in third position, gaining a couple of spots. Looks like the door's been opened there from Curtis. Both Martin and Carlson sneak through. Ricky Hyde on the climb here as well. And sneaks in to be able to get that toe. A little bit unsteady coming in there, carrying some good speed. On a little bit of a tap maybe. Martin not losing any track space. Oh, narrowly avoids Carlson. Round he goes. Oh, just miss. With that causes a 2 and nearly 3 second gap on race lead as we go into lap 2. Ricky Hyde climbing through now as well. Button Curtis fighting for a bit of track space in the corner before. John Wade's tucked in nicely as well behind this bunch. Too wide through the corner for Hyde, and that's Curtis. It was 3 wide on approach into the corner. Inside run here gets Curtis a spot. Oh, a little bit of a tap. He's going to go for a quick switch there. With his battle going behind these few, this has allowed Nicholas Martin to push out the gap a bit more as well. There's a couple of seconds gap. Safety net for Martin. And be allowed to focus on those lines, hit those markers to try and catch Vandel. He's really pushing ahead now, pushing out to 3.5 seconds lead on lap 3. And off for Hyde. Not sure if there was contact involved. I think it was standalone. Just an off track by the look there from the system. Arsenal looking to recover back up to the front. Oh, a couple of taps there. Connolly saves it. Curtis gets a flying run through that sector. Really closing the tail of Bunt. Look at that toe. Rubber and dirt thrown back at Curtis. Loose for Hyde. He's fighting that rear. The last lap for Vandel. This is the fastest lap of the race of 35.23. Putting down some very quick times. That's about 1.3 seconds quicker than any of the other times out on the track at the moment for their best. On board Hamish Curtis on the chase to get Ryan Bunt in P3. Clean off for Hyde. Coley goes for a spin as well. Not sure if mixed together. I think separate. Doesn't appear that Curtis may be pushing for a pass here just yet. May just be tucking in. Almost going to go for a bump draft here. How close they were. Off for Hyde. Oh, contact in the slipstream. Not sure if that would have been a contact zero. It may have been a 2 times. Have to be cautious of their incident points as well. These are drive-through penalties and a DQ as well. So they'll have to be cautious when they take those incident points. Hey, Hazy. Thanks, mate. I'm definitely much more on the mend now. It's on the back end of the healing process. Hope you've been well, mate. Ryan Carlson just gets around John Wade. Things are still pretty quiet for Vandel and Martin. Vandel's really pushed out the lead, climbing to 9 seconds. And there's a few seconds gap there for Nicholas Martin as well. Looks like pace maybe dropping a little bit for Martin. times we're seeing from Bunt and Curtis here. Pretty much spot onto each other. We're seeing their best 36.05 and a 36.06 for Bunt and Curtis. So the two working together here at the moment, I think. That's where we're seeing these little taps. So there probably are contact zeros that are happening here. It's about half a second a lap slower for Martin at the moment compared to both Bunt and Curtis. This looks like that was a big blink for Varndell. Hopefully connection holds, because they're doing very well to be 10 seconds up in front, just only lap 9. Not even at the halfway point of the race. Hyde has been in and taken a pit. Spin for Hyde. I think that's on that bank transition spot that's caught a fair few drivers out throughout the session tonight. Hyde now a lap down. And Piccoli. Martin took a bit of pace in that previous lap, pushing out a gap over Bunt and Curtis. Curtis's pace also dropping. Roll into the pits. Hyde also back in the pits. And being within pit windows, would we see a breakaway from the battle? And try and look for an undercut here. Not a whole lot of toe that Bunt can pull from Martin ahead. Wide under blue flags, moves aside for Carlson. Lap 12. Couple laps from halfway. Some debris there. Bunts close that gap now to Martin. So the battle for P2 begins. Hamish Curtis falling back a bit now. He'll be able to reel this in and get in on the toe as well. Slipstream to pass. A lot of speed carrying down into the corner. Oh, will Martin have the advantage here to the inside? Nicely executed to get that spot back. Well, P2 and 3 duke it out. Varndell pushes that lead out to 13.5 seconds. Trying to cover some spots here. It is a lap down on Carlson ahead. Bunt goes for a move for the... Will he be able to hold off here on the inside? On into P2. And not a very good strong position for the banking. Great exchanges between the two here, but it's definitely costing him some time. Curtis is closing in very quickly here. About a second quicker a lap at the moment while these two are swapping and changing. This will be a three-way fight now for P2. Out there putting down fairly consistent 35s. Last lap a 35.64. The best lap is a 35.08. And most of the times we're seeing is about 36. And with the swapping and changing between Martin and Bunt, we're seeing 37s from them. Curtis is going to have the best advantage here. Breaks away into the pits. Bunt moves up into P2. You have to make this lap count. Push out some speed. And some good lap times here, otherwise it could be an undercut. John Wade also comes in. There's a retirement for Hyde. Crowley P8, David Simmons P7, Martin and Curtis out. Curtis ahead of Martin. Saved a full second in the pit stop. And race leader Sebastian Vandel comes down pit lane now. Bunt likely will stay out on track if there's a sufficient fuel load still. Stays out on track. That'll be race lead for Ryan Bunt. Let's see how this time improves. It was 37.15 last lap to 36.64. Could be enough to catch Sebastian Vandel unless his pit stop goes horribly wrong. Ryan Carlson also in the pits. Should just leave Ryan Bunt and David Simmons have to take the forced stop. And spin for Coley. Oh, facing the wrong way there. Big spin. That corner's got a couple of drivers so far. We saw Hyde and Bacoli previously. Vandel re-enters in P2. 18.5 seconds behind Ryan Bunt in the lead. It will be a pit lane time of about 48 to 50 seconds estimated. In comes Bunt. This is going to have to go to perfection here. Otherwise, P2 spot will be lost. once coming back out on track. Manages to hold it with a tyre running on the dirt. There's Martin. Will he get the spot here? Bunts out. Holds P2. No, Curtis goes around. A bit of aero wash there. It was getting pretty good tow. And loses a spot to Ryan Carlson. Covers up into P4 now. He's been working for a good while to try and get back up to those spots. Currently a spot up from the start. Simmons also into the pits now. Traffic ahead. Stays wide to let them through. Nicely done there from Piccoli. Simmons release, that's all drivers getting the stop out of the way. Barndell leading by 14.5 seconds. Just over 10 minutes remaining on the clock. Nicholas Martin hunting down Bunt. Slipstream here. actually in with a black flag, I believe. That should be probably an incident point drive-through, I think. It's like new stuff showing up on our overlays, which looks pretty good. Black flag cleared. Bit of a bump draft going on between the two. Six minutes left on the clock now. Mondell charging ahead still. Still laying down those 35s. 35.56 the previous lap, a 35.64 just completed. Some very good consistency there from Varndell. Nick here definitely helping out Ryan. Little push. Martin got a bad run out of that corner, the curb unsettling the car. Drops back from Bun. Corner a little slippery for Martin. That's where we've seen a few go for a spin tonight. Nicely held in the end from Martin. Carlson closing it pretty quickly here. There's a few seconds to make up. The lap times here from Ryan Carlson has been about half a second to a second quicker than both Martin and Bunt. Links, I think that may have even been my connection. 2 minutes remaining. Half a lap through. Only have 1, maybe 2 laps here. Line to be able to get the run into turn 1. Sorry, not turn 1. Didn't recognise the track there. One of the last few corners. There's pit entrance. And off for Piccoli. Seems okay. There's the clock. It's a checkered flag. Will be out. 3/4 of the way through the final lap. Vardell leading by nearly 18.5 seconds. Phenomenal drive. Throwing that car around. He's got plenty of time to be able to waste here at the moment. Congratulations to Sebastian Vardell. Fantastic drive. Oh, Nicholas Martin goes and steals P2 in the final moments. Last corner. Oh, contact. That could have gone badly for both of them there. Oh, this is going to be a tight finish. A drag race to the checkered flag between P2, P3. Nicholas Martin takes P2. Ryan Bunt P3 and Ryan Carlson comes in behind P4. Hamish Curtis P5. Finish in sight for John Wade to bring the car home in P6. Simmons already crossed the line, P7. Coley almost home now. The P8 finish. Oh, it's tight on fuel too, because it was an early stop for Coley. Lap 9 was the pit. Everyone else took fuel lap 15 the earliest. Oh, will she get there? Gets the car home. I think a couple others might be a bit low on the fuel there. There's our race done and dusted for round 5. So over to check out these race results. Now standings for round 5 of the Pagnian Advanced Simulation Legends Cup at Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course A. Our race winner is Sebastian Vardell. Also on the podium in P2 is Nicholas Martin and P3 Ryan Bunt. And the rest of the standings then is Ryan Carlson, Hamish Curtis, John Wade, David Simmons, Stephanie Piccoli and Ricky Hyde. Podium finishers in for a chat. They're ready and waiting. And congratulations, guys. That was a pretty good race out there.
Yeah, thanks, mate. It's good fun.
Yeah, a bit quiet for you though, Seb.
Yeah, it was a little bit quiet. Just got a good start there and thought I had a not as stressful race as what it looked like a bit further back for the second. I get watching my relative and you guys were close the whole time, so it looked like good fun.
Should have slowed down and joined us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good battle between you two. Plenty of position changes and a little bit of help going on. It looks like some bump drafting through the race as well, trying to close into P2 between Hamish and you, Ryan.
Yep.
And brought it back up there in a freeway fight for P2, and it was looking pretty tight with the pit stop as well.
Yeah. Oh, I was lucky to rejoin in front of Nick, but also I might have been a bit too slow. Was Hamish to spin?
Yeah, not quite sure what happened there, but sometimes that happens. The only reason you got ahead of me in the pit stops is because I missed my box, so I had to back up, which was a bit of a shame.
That's why you got the extra second on you.
Yeah, lost 1 or 2 seconds doing that. So it was a great battle at the end.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
So the other Ryan was coming for us and just trying to bump draft him all the way up and then have a crack at him right at the end. So it actually paid off.
Yeah, he was closing him pretty quick on his.
Yep.
Was there a lot of tyre fade out there, or was it pretty reasonably okay on the tyres?
I didn't
if you
feel the difference.
Yeah, if you lit them up, they got a bit warm and then you had to watch it for half a lap, but now that you could basically push for the whole race. So
Yeah, because it looked like there was a couple of spots that was a little bit slippery. I noticed you, Nick, getting a little loose in a few corners in those final laps. Didn't know whether you were just pushing it to try and get Ryan in those last moments or not.
Flat out. I haven't driven that hard in a while, so it was very good fun.
It did look like a lot of good fun.
Shouldn't have. Yeah.
Yep, well, congratulations.
Got a bit to do to catch Rondell, but maybe next week. We'll see.
That's it.
Me.
And another close finish
Shit.
too, Ryan. You had a close one with Seb last week, was it? And you got another drag race.
Other Ryan.
That was the other Ryan. Yeah, it was a drag
Yeah,
race for you
Seb
to
bloody
finish this
lapped
week.
me last week. Yeah, Seb lapped everyone last week, so it wasn't really a fight.
And not lapping the whole field.
Yep.
Yeah, looked like a lot of fun out there, though.
Yeah, it just got caught up in the accident at the start.
Yeah, lap 1 was a bit crazy. There was a couple of us got a bad start, and then Ryan came out of nowhere. The other Ryan came out of nowhere, and was in second, and then he spun up onto the banking, and cars were going left and right. And it's amazing we didn't end up all in the wall. But
Yeah, it was close actually. There was a few. They were getting past, nearly got him. He was stuck in the middle and cars going left and right. But he's managed to pull away and avoid that, so well done.
Yep.
And we'll hand shout outs over to you, Seb.
Yeah, just shout out to you, JT, putting on the league. It's always good fun of a Monday night. Come and do some laps. All the boys and girls for the great racing. The boys from VM for all their help, and shout out to Big T who's watching.
Awesome, thanks, Seb. Over to you, Ryan. Oh, sorry, Nick, you can go first. P2.
yeah, thanks to you, JT, for running the thing. It's great to have it broadcast again. And then obviously the guys at Get a Grip and Hamish for racing tonight and not crashing into the back of me when he had the opportunity to. And the guys at Jesus Racing, Life Choices Foundation, and Vila Racing Products. And the Your Name Here campaign. If you want to see your name on our cars, then hit me up and we'll sort something out.
Awesome, thanks, Nick. And over to you, Ryan.
Oh yeah, same as them, JT, and massive shout out to the sponsors at Apex, Pagnian Imports, or Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Next Level Racing, Vive, W, Fanatec, Razor, Stump Grinding Central Coast, Chubby Buns Burgers, Project 45, Wiper Pool and Spa Services, and all the teammates at Apex Esports League.
Thanks, Ryan. Well, congratulations, guys. It was an awesome race to watch out there, and look forward to seeing us take it on next week at Alton Park. It's going to be a pretty good one out there.
Yeah, can't wait.
Awesome. Congrats, guys, and all the best of luck for next week.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
thank you.
Catches.
Catch up.
Now we have round 5 done and dusted at my Homestead Miami Speedway Road Course A. Congrats to Sebastian Vandel for taking the win tonight, with Nicholas Martin and Ryan Bunt rounding out the podium. Next week, we're off to Alton Park Circuit International layout for round 6 of the Legends Cup. Action kicks off Monday at 8:05 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. It's not to be missed. And thanks once again to our fantastic sponsors and partners: Pagnian Advanced Simulation, Next Level Racing, 5, Dubby, Fanatic, Razor, Stump Grinding Central Coast, and Chubby Buns Burgers. That's all from us tonight. See you next week.